guys, welcome to Bradley's 10-month update. Bradley is 10 months old. Aren't you, buddy? He's such a big boy. But he is 10 months old, and he weighs 31 pounds and 6 ounces. And I can't remember the inches, but he is 2.5 feet. I think it's like 31 inches, but we just went to the doctor a couple of days ago, so that's why I had his little stats to share with you guys. And he is just big and massive and a big chunky boy, and we love him. And he's so kissable and so squeezable and so cute. And that kind of just describes his personality. He is such a lover child. He just wants to be held and loved and kissed and just loved on all day long. He's such a little love. So lots of things have been going on with Bradley in the past couple of months since I have updated the last time. He was diagnosed with Torticollis, I think a couple of weeks into him being 6 months old, I think. But I was concerned about his head being flat in the back, and we went to Shriners Children's Hospital. We were referred to by our family doctor, or his pediatrician, and they checked the back of his head, and we've gone for about 3 visits, I think, so far, and they're just monitoring. He has a flat spot on the back of his head, and then they diagnosed him having torticollis. But since our first visit there, we've had 3 visits this past previous visit, they're not really concerned about the torticollis anymore. He did have a little bit of a head tilt with that, and that has kind of straightened out. The flattening on his head has gotten a lot better, so he's pretty much good to go as far as all of his head and his neck problems. They're not really sure what causes torticollis. They're thinking it's either his positioning in utero, or the way he was born, or as a newborn, the way he was positioned. It's kind of hard to say how he got it, but he had just a really mild case of it, and it's pretty much all gone now. It's pretty much all resolved on its own. And he also has a dairy intolerance, which means I cannot eat dairy because he is still breastfed. He's still breastfeeding. He loves the boobies, but sad for me, I can't have dairy because if I have dairy, it just bothers him so much. And we thought that he had acid reflux, but it turns out it was just the dairy. So I have been dairy free now for I think like 3 months, since the beginning of September. So 2 months, 3. So I've been dairy free for 3 months now. I've definitely seen a big change with him at night. He's not gassy anymore. He's not squirmy. He's more settled at night, and overall, he's just a happier baby since I have gone dairy free. And it took a couple of weeks for the dairy to get out of my system. I think it can take 2 to 3 weeks for the dairy to get out of your system, and then another week to get out of the baby system. Just those dairy proteins really hang on tight, I guess, in your bloodstream. So it takes a long time for the dairy to get out. But we definitely have seen a big change in him, which is really good. And the doctor thinks that he's just going to outgrow it as he gets older. His dairy tolerance should get better. It's not really a dairy allergy. He just kind of doesn't really like dairy. And just makes him really all gassy, and it just messes up his digestive system. So I did try, actually, on Thanksgiving. I had a little bit of dairy. Actually, I kind of had a lot of dairy on Thanksgiving, because you can't not have dairy on Thanksgiving, guys. Come on. But that night, he was a total mess. That night, he was so unhappy. He was gassy. You could just tell he was in pain. So no more dairy for me for a long time. Probably until we stop breastfeeding, I'm guessing, is how long I'm going to be dairy free for. So that is super depressing for me, but as long as baby Bradley is all happy and his intestines are happy, then I'm happy. So as far as things that he's doing developmentally, he is definitely sitting up on his own. He is army crawling. He crawls and moves around in the goofiest way. He won't do the traditional hands and knees crawling, I think because he has too much weight to carry around. He can't quite figure that out yet. He'll kind of get on hands and knees position, and then he'll flatten out because he just can't hold up his own weight. But he's definitely happy army crawling, kind of scooting around, chasing after David. That way he seems happy. He has not yet gone from like a laying to a sitting position yet. We're working on it. He claps his hands. He raises his arms up in the air. That's like a new thing that he's doing. He likes to copy David when David does that. He is saying dada. He said dada first. He said that a couple of weeks ago, and he's just now saying mama, and that happened about a week ago. And he's just a little chatterbox. He has 2 bottom teeth. He's had those for a while. And he has 2 top teeth. He has one of his front and then one of the sides. And I think the other front tooth is about to cut soon. and I think his other one on the side's about to cut, and he's just been a teething nightmare and a teething disaster. Teething really seems to upset him and to bother him. It didn't with David so much, but he just seems to be a more sensitive child. So teething is definitely bothering him, and he is not a big fan of it. I wouldn't be either if I had all teeth coming in my mouth. They can't feel good. They can't feel good. Bradley, can you clap your hands? Bradley, can you clap your hands? Clap your hands! Clap your hands! He's such a cutie pie. And we love him so much. So this chunky monkey is so big that he can fit into some 3T stuff. He fits mostly into 24 months. That's basically what he wears. And Carter's, he wears like the 24-month long sleeve onesies and their pants. He's just a big kid. And he can wear 2T pajamas, and if I needed to, I can put him into some of David's stuff. Like in my diaper bag, I have packed just one extra outfit that both David and Bradley can fit into. So that's kind of convenient. His sleep. He is still the worst sleeping baby on the planet. He is so unstable at night. It's not falling asleep that's the problem. He actually goes to bed really well. It's just he wakes up all hours of the night, anywhere between like every 45 minutes, every hour, every 2 hours, every 3 hours. Last night he actually gave us like a 4-hour stretch, and that was refreshing. He is just the world's most terrible sleeper. We've tried lots of different things at night to get him to sleep. Like we've tried basically everything that you can try to get your baby to sleep that we've done, and he just refuses. He just wants his mama all night long. But overall, Bradley is a very happy baby. He's very smiley. He loves his big brother, and to laugh at him and smile at him and to grab at him. He loves him, and we love him. So that is it for this video, and we will see you later. Bye! Bye-bye! 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 Bye-bye!